Hi everyone, my name's Kai. I'm a physiotherapist and exercise scientist. Today I'm going to talk about training intensity and particularly look at rating of perceived exertion. This table shows a 0 to 10 modified RPE scale along with a percentage of running intensity guide from 0% to 100%. These will be covered further throughout the presentation. RPE stands for Rating of Perceived Exertion and is a tool for measuring an individual's effort and exertion. It allows you to measure how hard an activity or exercise feels based upon the sensations, work, or stress you're experiencing. RPE is a measure of internal training load. Internal training load is a measure of how the body reacts physiologically to the workload of a certain session. This table here shows a modified 0 to 10 RPE scale, which is based upon the original 6 to 20 RPE scale. The use of an RPE scale allows you to have a specific RPE guide for each session, which allows you to work out the approximate difficulty of that session. It also allows coaches or trainers to map the intensity that you've worked during a session. Utilizing an RPE scale for your training program, familiarize yourself with the RPE guide or the table prior to completing your session. Once you've completed your session, or when you're rating the session, consider the level of exertion you've undertaken for that session. If there's any difficulties or a difference between your exertion and the recommended exertion, get in touch with your coach, trainer, or physio. Session RPE is a further way of quantifying training load. It utilizes your RPE score from 0 to 10 multiplied by the duration of your training session. This gives a score in arbitrary units which can be used by your coach or trainer to monitor and progress your training load. The RPE scale is well researched and is found to be reliable and valid in a number of different populations, sports and conditions. I'm not going to go into the evidence, but it's well utilized in a number of sports such as soccer, AFL, swimming and running. Also with resistance training and in a number of different populations, including adolescent populations. The 0 to 10 modified version of the scale is more well utilized in the literature than the 6 to 20 scale. The percentage of running intensity guide is based upon the RPE scale and is a method of measuring an individual's effort and exertion during a running session. It allows you to measure how hard a particular run should be and progress accordingly. Having a specific intensity guide for each run allows you to work out the approximate difficulty of that session. By carefully mapping the intensity, this allows the program to be systematically progressed. This slide shows the references used in the presentation. Thank you for listening. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to get in touch.